The way I know, warm your hair. It was so cold this morning and dropping as I got closer to work.
Did you have the ice scraper ready?
I mean, I parked into the garage, so I didn't need it, but I saw it. Like, I parked into the parking lot here when I pulled in. I was like, oh, look at all the frost on those windshields. Yikes, which means a little more time, right? So as you're getting your day underway, keep in mind you might need a little more time to either scrape off the windshield or warm up the car to help that melt away. This is what we have for temperatures right now. 34 in Boston. We are freezing in Norwood and Lawrence, down to 32, 30 in Worcester and Plymouth, 29 in Beverly. These are the coldest morning temperatures that we've had yet this fall. So it is going to be a little shock to the season. You can see yesterday and today we had 30s out there in the Boston area. We actually hit that low temperature like right before midnight last night. And since then, it's just getting colder. And in fact, this is the first time that we've even had temperatures in the 30s this fall in Boston. Hour by hour forecast in Cambridge has temperatures recovering very slowly. I would not expect much of a warm up until after about 8 o'clock this morning. You can see mid 30s at 9 a.m., lower 40s at 11 a.m., upper 40s this afternoon, which is still a little bit cool for this time of the year, Catherine.
Need that hot coffee for the hands today.
Yes, give me all the hot coffee this morning. Absolutely. We're down to 34 degrees in Boston, which is not just the coldest temperature that we've had all week at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's the coldest temperature that we've had yet this season. I mean, we were 40s yesterday and Tuesday. We were 50s on Monday and Sunday. I mean, heck, we had some 60s over the weekend for wake-up weather. And in Worcester, we're all the way down to 30 this morning. Also the coldest morning that we've had. You have to think that that is about half the temperature that we had Saturday morning when you woke up. So it's definitely feeling cooler out there. High pressure drives, and we like that because it pumps in the sunshine, but the way that the air flows around high pressure, it is drawing air, some cooler Canadian air into place today, which means temperatures will remain below average. Even this afternoon with about 48 in Boston, 47 in Scituate and Framingham, 46 in Worcester and 45 in Hyannis. This is about 10 degrees below average. Tonight we're going to fall back into the 30s again. I think it's going to be comparable to what we're waking up to this morning when you get up and go tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 degrees milder. It's still going to be cold. You're still going to be reaching for that warmer jacket, perhaps having to scrape off the windshield again tomorrow. Highs tomorrow, though, a little more seasonable. We're talking temperatures back in the 50s. Now, here's what I see as I look ahead. We've got another frosty start tomorrow, so I just want you to give yourself that extra 5 minutes that you might need to get out the driveway. Hopefully, you've allotted that kind of time this morning as well. 60s come back this weekend. And don't forget that we also fall back and change the clocks on Sunday morning, which means we gain an hour of sleep, but it also means that the sun goes down at about 4:30 on Sunday afternoon. Now, yard cleanup is going to be best on Saturday if you have your pick over the weekend. And it's because on Friday, on Sunday, we've got a little wind that we're going to be dealing with, especially Friday afternoon, and that's just going to fight you as you're trying to rake up those leaves. So 7-day forecast with the weekend always in view, has highs around 60 degrees Saturday and Sunday, close to it on Monday of next week as well, and probably Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, we've got that chance for some showers. That's on a cold front, which is ultimately going to bring in some cooler air as we look ahead to the middle of next week. Back to you. Significantly. In fact, I want you to plan on temperatures close to freezing as you're out the door this morning. In the Boston area, we've got some lower 30s. This is like These are warmer readings in the city. We've got a lot of the burbs waking up to 20s early today. Sun comes up at 7:18, and the warm up is going to be negligible until after about 8 o'clock this morning. So we've got a frost versus a freeze that I wanted to explain, because most of you will wake up to frost on the windshields this morning, and that's going to develop when it's 36 and lower. Now we get a freeze at 32 and below, but what's called a hard freeze when it's 28 or lower, that is a killing freeze. So any kind of tender plants that might still be outside or something that's still hanging on in your garden, if you got this cold tonight, those plants are done. They are done and cooked for the season. Hey, 47 degrees in Boston, Lynn, Reading, and Milton this afternoon. They're late November or early December. So if you're itching for a warm up, it will eventually move in. I have to say, even with the cold, it looks better than the weather from your window in some spots. Yesterday, Eric sent me this video on X. This was Holden, where it was snowing. It did not stick in Holden, but it did stick out in western New England. So if you were wondering how much we got, well, parts of the Berkshire saw up to 2 inches of snow. Parts of Vermont got up to 5 inches of snow. But anything that fell to the east of 91, it was just too mild. Temperatures were above freezing. Nothing there was able to stick. Now tonight, don't worry, no snow. It's just more frost and freeze. We've got temperatures back in the lower 30s by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, and a high in the 50s. Seasonable, sunny, and also breezy tomorrow. You're going to see some increasing southwest winds for your Friday afternoon and evening plans. I'm expecting winds between about 10 and 20 miles per hour sustained, gusting to 30 in the evening and overnight hours. This is going to make trying to clean up leaves a little bit frustrating, which means Saturday is your best fall cleanup day at about 60 degrees. Plus it's warmer. So, I mean, wouldn't we rather be outside when it's warmer? Sunday, we've got a little bit of wind that's going to develop again. So 7-day